So my next guest is a numbers guy, and I'm sure he'll have an opinion on this. Please welcome into the show America's accountant, Dan Geltrude. Thanks for being on, Dan. All right. What are your thoughts here? I know a lot of people are going to like it because I think that they think the cash is kind of a hassle. But you know what? It really makes a big difference about what goes on out there.
Well, you know, Scott, if we took it as the way it's going to be sold to some extent with these digital currencies, central bank digital currency, which is going by CBDC, that it has good intentions. And the good intention is that they want to make sure undesirable, whatever that means, right? Undesirable purchases can't be made. So they're saying, okay, what's an undesirable purchase perhaps that we could all agree with? So illegal drugs or weapons or porn or things like that. So we can certainly say, all right, undesirable equals illegal. But do we really think it's going to stop there?
Nope.
So to me, this is the ultimate play by the government for control, because if they can control what you can spend your money on, and as you said before, and how much time you have to spend your money, I can't think of, Scott, having greater control over the masses than by doing just that.
Okay, this is blowing my mind because I've got so many things I want to ask you because it infuriates me, number one, because now they want to put, this is how they're going to try to fight, say, deflation, right? And deflation's a problem when you can't get the average American to spend money, right? They've got their hands in their pockets waiting for things to get cheaper again the next month. That's the opposite of inflation. But in order to make you spend your money, they could put a time frame. It could be like a coupon. They could put a time frame on the money that you've gotten. So now you have to spend it by, say, the end of September, or it's no good. That's how they could juice the markets. Or in the other way, they could slowly not give you as much money to kind of keep cash out of the system to bring down inflation. I mean, they're going to start using the way we get paid in cash, or not in cash, in central bank digital currencies, as a way of fighting, as a monetary tool to keep inflation and deflation in check.
Scott, let me ask you this. Can you even believe we're having this conversation?
No, I can't. No.
It's absolutely crazy. And what went through my mind in trying to dissect what's really happening here, the first thing I asked myself, what year is this? Is this 1984 or is this 2023? Because it certainly seems like Big Brother has arrived. You know, to be able to tell people not just how to spend their money, but then say, hey, listen, like on like products we consume, like a gallon of milk, now there's going to be an expiration date. So you are forced to spend your money. It's beyond the pale of comprehension, Scott. And look, I'm against this no matter how much convenience it may create. And I'm sure it will create a lot of convenience, and it probably will do its job related to illegal cash transactions that may go on, all right? So we could have that. So there is some benefit. But for an inch of benefit, we're going to give up 1,000 miles of freedom? No, thank you.
I agree. And this is the reason I wanted to have this talk with you, because if that's the case, and there actually is a central bank digital currency, they get rid of cash, the government's going to have basically, a spreadsheet of where I've spent my money and where I've gotten my money from, right? They're going to have it all right there. So let me ask you a stupid question. Why in the heck do we need 87,000 new IRS agents? They have all the information there.
Well, actually, that's very true, because now the government would have complete control or the ability, shall we say, to watch everything you're doing. And look, people complain about the fact that these big tech companies like Amazon, they know what you're thinking before you're even thinking or taking it to action, right? Because they're looking at the trail of your purchases, so they know what you're going to buy next. Now, that's bad. Now, let's put that type of control and power in the hands of the government. What could possibly go wrong, Scott?
Right. On top of it, expiration dates. I mean, it's like a coupon. It's not even like cash. It's not cash anymore, is it? Oh, my gosh. I tell you what, this is a big problem, and we got to make sure everybody knows about it. I really appreciate it. You're the perfect guy to have the conversation with. Thank you very much, Dan Geltrude, coming to us from Nutley, New Jersey. He's America's accountant.